Gentleman from Lancaster, Mr. Pollard.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Rise on point of personal privilege.
Gentleman may proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Yesterday afternoon, we debated House Joint Resolution 542. And, Mr. Speaker, yesterday afternoon, debate was cut off on the resolution to amend the U.S. Constitution. Now, Mr. Speaker, I think this was the single most important resolution to pass through this body in perhaps 100 years. And ironically, debate was cut off on the very item which is engendered to give us in this body a voice. We were too busy to vet a resolution which would add to our workload, too busy to talk about a resolution which would make us a full-time legislature. So the expedience of our daily business, of our mundane business, trumped the need to vet an idea that would let half the members, elected by half the voters, of the states comprising 1/3 of the population of this nation, to nullify an act of Congress. Now, Mr. Speaker, I know it's in the rules of the House, and it's allowed by the rules of the House, and I support that portion of the rules of the House. But for the life of me, I cannot understand why we cut off debate as we had a clear and intelligent debate as to, in my mind, whether we drive away from that far-off city upon a hill, away from a more perfect union, towards the very Articles of Confederation which were so wisely left in the dusty ditch of history. We cut off debate on a proposal which could nullify the new health care law. And no doubt that would be a wise vote in some segments. But under the proposed resolution, we could nullify the Patriot Act without the benefit of a security briefing. We could dismantle a deal balancing the budget by restoring cuts to defense, Medicaid, or Social Security. Mr. Speaker, under that resolution, we could nullify Guantanamo Bay without saying where the prisoners go. We could defund NATO. Or, under the proposed amendment, we could absolve ourselves of an unpopular but necessary war. And, Mr. Speaker, we cut off a debate on a resolution which would have given us the power, if the year were 1965, there's no doubt in my mind that someone in some state would have launched an effort to nullify the very federal legislation which allows my seatmate to sit next to me. Under House Joint Resolution 542, we could nullify the very laws which allow a black woman and a white man to sit at any restaurant, anywhere, as equals under the law. Mr. Speaker, there are some potholes on this road we travel. There are some potholes on this road we call a more perfect Union Boulevard. However, the proposed solution which we passed yesterday, I believe, would take us away from the true original intent of our founding fathers. And the fact that we cut off debate is proof positive that we failed the first hurdle of responsibility we seek to grant ourselves. Mr. Speaker, history will not long remember our bills of this session. History will soon forget our budget actions. But we cannot, we should not, muzzle ourselves as we seek to travel down the road and around that bend towards a city upon a hill, towards a more perfect union, which is America living up to its full potential. Mr. Speaker, we should have done better. I thank the body for its time.